Hey there! In today's video, I'll show you how to create and manage your online store using WordPress and WooCommerce. From installation to SEO, follow my WooCommerce tutorial and you'll master e-commerce in no time. So first, is WooCommerce good? Well, the fact that there are 4 million stores using it worldwide speaks volumes. However, you'll also need to have a hosting plan to make the best of your online store. Since WooCommerce is a completely free WordPress plugin, most of your costs will be from hosting. So I suggest not being afraid to spend a bit more on it. If you already have hosting, skip to the next part. For everyone else, I highly recommend grabbing Hostinger, eCommerce WordPress plans. The first reason to recommend Hostinger WordPress is that you get useful tools and optimizations. Hostinger also demonstrates impressive performance for this price, and there is always a place to expand with cloud or VPS plans. Why are we going with specialized WooCommerce WordPress plans? Well, because all Hostinger plans are WooCommerce ready. So follow the link down in the description, select Premium for very small or Business plan for medium stores, and let's move on. I also choose Hostinger for this WordPress e-commerce website tutorial since you can install a new WordPress with WooCommerce already active. To do so, go New Website, select WordPress, choose a template, make sure these plugins are selected, select a domain name that you've got from Hostinger, and then just wait a bit. Once your WordPress is done installing, click here to log into the admin panel directly. A quick side note, WooCommerce comes with a few templates for your e-commerce website, but these are quite limited. So to get the most out of WooCommerce, I recommend getting some modern looking templates. You can find these in third-party marketplaces starting from around $40. Let's jump back. You should see this screen in front of you. If you go to your left and select WooCommerce, we can start the introductory setup. Right, simply click on I'm just starting. Next, fill in your store information, give it a name, and select the country that you're located in. Choose what free plugins you need. For this tutorial, I'll add Jetpack and Google listings. The former helps fight spam and the second will allow us to easily advertise on Google. The last thing for the setup is to give it a bit of time to finish everything. Alright, you'll need to create a WordPress.com account to take advantage of Jetpack AI and spam filters. It's really easy and will only take a few moments. Once that's done, we can go back to our WordPress admin dashboard and start adding products. Let's go to products and add a new item. You can use a template or add it manually. Upload products via CSV or import it from another service. Overall, there are quite a lot of options for your convenience. I'll focus on adding a product using a template. There are templates for physical, digital, or variable items. Select one and you'll get a quick tutorial on what's where, so don't skip it. In the product editor, add the most important info on your item, title and detailed description, create categories, specify product details, and of course, add images. The editor itself isn't that different from the WordPress post editor, so if you've worked with WordPress even a bit, there shouldn't be a problem here. A very important part of any e-commerce website is good search engine optimization. While WooCommerce itself has some very basic SEO options, we need to install a plugin to help here. I recommend going with Yoast SEO since it's free and I've been using it for years without real problems. Oh, and if you ever need any additional feature for your e-commerce website, WordPress plugin library has your back. Right when our plugin is installed, go back to products, select one, and here you can fill in the SEO details. This should at least include a title, description, and an image. Once you're happy with everything, click Publish, then repeat the process till you have a full store. Navigate back to the WooCommerce homepage to access the store completion checklist. Now, just click on the Setup Payments option. By default, Stripe, PayPal, and even direct bank transfers or cash on delivery will be included. You could expand this selection by adding extra plugins, but for most of you, I really recommend going with Woo Payment. It's easy to set up and offers one-click express payments via Apple Pay, Google Pay, and more. Simply pick it and follow the on-screen instructions. Next, go to Settings, Payments, enable Woo Payment right here, and configure what type of it you want to accept. Okay, so it's probably clear that I won't cover everything in this video, since there is a lot. However, if you want me to do a longer, more in-depth WooCommerce tutorial, leave a comment down below and hit that like button to let us know. Next up, you need to set up your taxes. This will apply to all of you, and based on your state, this can vary a lot. So let's just go over the basics. You have a few options to use: WooCommerce Tax, Avalara, or do it manually. If you don't need to add taxes, there's also an I don't charge sales tax option. If you don't have time for this, you can also set up taxes when you actually start to get revenue. If you do it manually, you'll have to input your tax details, including country, state, city, zip code, and other data. Oh, and don't forget to hit the Save Changes button every time you change settings. If you're unsure about your tax situation, I suggest setting up the WooCommerce tax plugin, which will enable automatic tax calculations. All right, we still have something to set up, our selling channel. WooCommerce will create 2 pages, one for your cart and one for your checkout right here. If you edit them, you'll only see a short code. Not the most comfortable way, especially for beginners, but if you go and install the WooCommerce blocks plugin, you can then delete this short code and replace it with an editable block. And look at this, it allows you to edit nearly every single part of this block without coding or anything complex. So customize both cart and checkout pages until they fit your store. But what is an online store without the good old coupons? I'll show you how to set those up. Go to Settings, then General, and tick the checkbox that says Enable the use of coupon codes. Then go to Marketing, Coupons. You'll see an initial screen to create a coupon. Click Add Coupon and enter a unique code that customers will use to apply the discount. You can either enter your own code or use this button for an auto-generated code. Then just send these codes with your next email marketing batch, and that's it. We've done most of the setup. The next aspect we should focus on is shipping. If you're selling only digital products, you can skip this step. In the shipping section, you can configure shipping calculations and create shipping specific classes. Remember that the costs depend on factors like distance, weight, and product type. I'll create a new shipping zone by clicking right here. I'll add the USA and the zone's name and select New York as my region. Now on to shipping methods. And as you can see, WooCommerce comes with 3 standard options. If that's not enough for you, you can add extras by adding plugins like Table Rate or extensions such as WooCommerce Shipping. For this tutorial, I'll make my shipping free in New York. Once it's added, I'll click Edit and add a condition. So free shipping will only be when the total cart sum is more than $29. I'll go back to zones, create another one for the entire United States, and here add flat rate. Then edit the price for shipping, and that's done. Now the last thing I want to add is analytics and sales reports. You need to know who and what in order to improve your online store. One thing that I honestly love about WooCommerce is just how much data it gives you. And in most cases, this info is easy to understand even for new business owners. If you click Analytics in the left menu, you can see the overall store data. At the top, you can choose a specific data range you want to see. As you can probably see, we have more in-depth reports here. You can check comprehensive info, revenue, coupons, or taxes. One more thing I advise you to do is turn on the dashboard widget. By default, it should have been activated. However, if you don't see it, click Screen Options and make sure the WooCommerce status is checked. If you see WooCommerce setup instead, this means you missed a step in your store setup. That should be it for today since we covered most of the necessary tasks to do before launching your online store. Remember to take things slow and don't get discouraged. Also, use hosting your WooCommerce optimized plans to get the best out of your online store without breaking the bank. Thanks for watching to the very end. If you have questions or just want to chat, leave a comment down below. And you can always find more reviews or tutorials if you've subscribed to Cyber News. All right, I'll see you all in my next video.